Thank you so much for joining us today. Your organization sent out a statement just warning people not to overspend, to keep an eye on their bottom line, and saying, and I quote, "It is much better to save up over time for that big ticket luxury item." Why are you guys such party poopers in this time where people are really struggling to make that rand stretch further? And you know, we live in a time of hashtag YOLO. You only live once. What are you wanting people to be wary of?
Thanks for having me, Marcel. We really want people to be wary of the fact that, you know, if you don't keep to your budget, you'll end up being anxious because then you don't have money to spend. You know, schools are opening soon in January. You won't be able to pay your children's school fees. So we just want people to be mindful and to be wary of the fact that, you know, if you spend all of your money today on Black Friday, December is still around the corner, so is January. And as we know, in December you get paid early, and in January you get paid late. So you've got about a few weeks left in order for your money to just go through the month.
Now, we all agree that those of us who are lucky enough to be employed, our salaries don't go as far as it really should, or as it has in the past. These family responsibilities, all of these things that we as South Africans, especially those of our age, they need to take care of it. And people now start looking at credit cards as that extension to make that rand go further, to afford the things that they cannot on their normal salaries. But you're warning that people really need to pay attention to the fine print of those credit cards. Why?
Because, you know, with credit cards, the interest rates are very high. You know, it can go as high as 27%. And you might be paying 10,000 rand for something today, but when you're paying off your credit card, you're paying way more. Then is it really a bargain for you? You know, so you also need to be careful of the fine print of the credit card. You need to be careful of how much you're spending, how much credit you're taking, because it also affects your credit score. So we want people to be mindful of that because interest rates are very high, and then it sucks into your budget, and then you have no leg room for your budget, and then you spend all of this money, and then you're sitting at the end of the day, you're very anxious, you're stressed, because you don't even have money to pay off the credit card.
And that's where those internal conversations take place.
Yes.
This time of year, there are those who would be saying, I'm going to spend this money now because it's the beginning of December, and at the end of December I'm going to get my bonus, so that will fill the gap that's being created by my spending now. But then you're creating gaps further along the line as you head into the new year, isn't that?
That is correct. And you don't even know if you're getting a bonus. I mean, it's not guaranteed. You know, some of us are not getting, some are. So it's not a guarantee. And in any case, if you are getting a bonus, it's much better to spend it on essentials. You know, pay off your debt right now, your small debt, you know, like your credit cards, your store cards. Pay it off now, save a little money, then you can pay for school fees at the beginning of the year and other expenses that come up, you know. So creating legroom now, but then the gap is there, you know, the gap is there, and you keep on carrying on. January, February, March, it carries on for the rest of the year. Then it's never worth it after that.
Now, we had a little conversation when you arrived earlier. I mean, we're all human. We love a special when we see it. But we were noticing how these specials are being advertised. And it just brought home the fact that people need to be 100% sure that they are making the saving, that a little poster in a shop says you are making. What should they really be looking out for before they hand over that credit card and spend that money?
So for me, if you don't have a list of the things that you wanted to buy in the first place, you should not be spending your money. If you go into the shop not knowing what you want, you're going to end up, you know, with spontaneous buying, and then at the end of the day, you don't have the money to pay back your credit card in the first place. So if you don't have a list of what you want to buy, don't go into the shops. You know, be careful. I mean, I've been getting emails since I don't know when of special this, discount that. And at the end of the day, it sometimes is not even really worth it. It's not even a bargain, because if they're saying 2,000 rand off of something, is it really a bargain, you know? Because at the end of the day, you're still going to be spending a lot of money on that specific item, especially if you didn't need it in the first place.
Now, I don't know if you're like me, but after I have spent probably far too much money on something, I don't want to look at what the impact is on my budget. I want to put my head in the sand. But you guys are saying, after you've made that list and after you've gone out and spent the money, you need to go back to your original list and see what you've spent and what that means for your budget going forward over the next few months.
Yeah, you definitely need to check if you're within budget, because if you keep on spending without checking, you're going to go over budget. And then you're going to be sitting all sad at the end of the month, not having enough money to spend to buy gifts for your family or to pay for other essentials in the month. So you definitely need to go back, check your budget, see that you're within budget, and if you have a little bit of leg room, then you can save that money. You don't have to spend it all.
Be responsible and save where you can. Thank you so much. Neil Xaba is Finance Manager with African Unity, a financial services provider. Thank you so much for
Thanks for having me.
I hope you find that special you were looking for. I'll just stay right here. It's safer that
Thanks,
way.
Marcel.
Neo joining us live here at the Mall of Africa.